Yesterday we have discussed regarding the tender. In tender we have right from the types, that is what is tender, then invitation of tender, how tender it is invited, what is negotiated tender, or what is selective tenders, what is open tender, how does the tender form it is created, what are the major rules, regulations and requirements mentioned in the tender form, then what is tender document, okay, what tender document includes regarding the inviting tender, tender form, schedule, estimation, drawings if necessary, specifications of the work, earnest money deposit, security deposit. Then how does the tender notice, formal tender notice is created. So formal tender notice, typical tender notice we have seen. Formal typical tender notice, what it includes: name of firm inviting tender, then eligibility of contractors who can fill the tender, name of the work and nature of the work, specification of the work, location of the work, estimated cost of the work, earnest money deposit of the work, security deposit for the work, price from the tender document, time of completion, penalties, last sale of tender, opening of tender, accepting of tender. So such it is mentioned. Then we have discussed type of tender: formal, informal, unbalanced, single, spot, open. So we have discussed these various characteristics of tender. Then we have seen the tender notice. So tender notice that is published in the newspaper or website, that what it includes, how it is prepared exactly. So it is shown here, and also we have discussed yesterday. Then we have discussed about the procedure of that followed by the contractor, vendor after publication of the tender. Okay. Then what he has to submit as a tender document: envelope 1, envelope 2. Then you may have the contents of envelope 1, contents of envelope 2. Then preparation of tender documents, then opening of tender in presence of representative of the vendor or vendor itself, the assigning or the authorized authority, official. Then it is opened, then opening of tender, in which it has been seen with whether the items are quoted rightly, whether the specifications are quoted rightly, whether all necessary documents are there as per the envelope 1. If it is okay, then go for envelope 2. See the item wise, see the lump sum price wise, see the percentage wise amounts, prepare a comparison, see the lowest quoted items, see the eligibility of the firm, see the specifications. If you are not satisfied, go for the higher, second lowest. See that whether it is as per specification, yes or no. Then finalize, then prepare a comparative chart, which includes all necessary things: serial number, particularly item specification, work specification, then firm number 1 for rated cost, firm 2, firm 3. So ABCD like this, number of firms are there. their rated cost, comparison, specific remark. So all this you can do. Okay. Then you can, once you have accepted, once you have finalized the particular vendor, then you may have the formal letter you have to send to the firm, that what we call it as a letter of acceptance of the tender. So the format of letter of acceptance of the tender we have seen. This is a format of letter of acceptance of the tender which we have yesterday discussed. The copy of this format of acceptance of the letter, it is sent to various authorities also, like Labor Commission, like Assistant Labor Commission, Conciliation Officer, Income Tax Officer, Labor Officer, and the parties who are involved in this particular. Okay. So any doubt? So now you can ask. Bola. Is there any doubt? Yes or no? Okay, ठीक है. So let us move to the next. That is very important. What we called it as e-tender. Now this is what we have, the formal tendering process, which includes the physical process. So e-tender is now the concept we have started. E-tender, especially we are having the e-marketing now. So we can call e-tender means electronic tender. So that is a electronic tendering system. What it includes, the e-tendering facility, the complete tendering process. It is electronic tendering system which includes right from the advertisement of the work up to the placement of the order. So everything is in the form of electronic. So that is why it is called as e-tender. It includes exchange of all relevant documents in the electronic form. All. So right from initial, that is inviting the tender, that is notice, tender notice, then all formats, then filling of the tender, submission of the tender, opening of the tender, and placement of the order of the tender. So it is entirely in electronic form. So e-tendering replaces the manual paper. Based on the tender procedure, by it is electronic tender. It becomes an essential element of that particular process of re-engineering. Means you are having the what we have, the physical process, that is converted into the electronic process. It provides better cost saving. It provides large number of vendors. It incorporates a large competition. It especially save your time, and it increases the efficiency of the work, especially for the government organizations. It is very easy. It is very easy path with highly automated e-tendering system. The tender specifications, advertisement, tender aggregation, as well as evaluation, pricing, and placement of the order. Entirely it is managed in e-tendering. Okay. So advantages of e-tendering we are having. That is what it is shortest method. It requires short duration for the execution of the tender. The process proves it is very cheaper, less costly for supply and organization, for buyers and suppliers. It is a bypass to the manual paper-based process. E-tendering benefit is saving time, saving money, saving paper, and all these things. Facilities to buyers to manage all the tenders stored at one particular place. You may have data digitally, you can store. Buyers can cut and fetch data from the electronic tender, they can easily develop a spreadsheet and send to the firm. The firm who is inviting tender or organization. Evaluation tool can be provided. You may have automation in comparison process. The tendering system, that is very helpful because of it offers the opportunity for the automating most of the tendering process and help with preparing the tender with specifications, advertising, tender aggregations up to the placement of the order. So these are the various advantages of the e-tendering system. Okay, then benefits also there: time reduced, fast response, fast clarification of the point during the tender process. Those who do not fulfill the conditions of the eligibility criteria of the contractor or vendor can automatically deleted, automatically rejected. Labor work reduces in inviting the tender process, reduces the cost of both suppliers as well as councils or organization, reduces this tendering process, that improves the efficiency, improves the quality, and you may have the global tender that you can invite by using e-tendering. Okay, any doubt? Any doubt you can ask. If you have any doubt you can ask. अरे आवाज येतोय का? बोला, काही असेल शंका तर विचारा. E-tendering is especially a new area in this particular.